Happy Holi, everyone. Today, actually, a lot of thoughts were going on in my mind. So, I thought to share those all thoughts with you all. Someone might be preparing for any exams, someone might be having any of the goals in his life or her life. People might have made a lot of goals in his or her life into the past, but all would not have come true. It happens because life is full of uncertainties. Whichever things we plan, all things don't come true to us. So, how to live our life with full certainty and full dignity and full happiness and satisfaction means we seek for a lot of things, but for whichever things we seek, we don't get them. So, today I wanna talk with you all something very pivotal. If right now you aren't feeling well, it's not your fault. If right now you are depressed, if right now things aren't going in your way, it's not your fault. You might be considering to be wrong. You might be considering to be responsible for each and every mistakes, but you aren't. Let me tell you what why is it so? Why am I saying like this? There is a reason for it. See, you might have prepared for any of the competitive examination. You might have planned anything to do, but it might not have come true. See, there can be certain possibilities because of which your ambition, your goal didn't come true. So, first of all, you might not have given your 100%. This might be first thing. The second thing is that something might have happened in your journey while preparing for your competitive examination because of which you would be not able to perform well. The third thing is that you might have given your best, but your best might not be equivalent to the demand of the exams. These three possibilities are there. So if there is a possibility, we will talk about the possibility in which you didn't give your best. See, if you talk about the another two cases, so those things are not in your hand because you gave your 100%. Things are not in your control, whichever those two are. But the thing whichever is in your control, that is to give your 100%. So if you are at the position wherever you didn't give your 100%, you left certain stones unturned, so there is a requirement to manifest about it. See, it is obvious until you will give your 100%, you will get nothing. So, how to make ourselves understand? How to make ourselves understand that without working hard, we can get nothing. See, people might be lucky in the world, people might be excelling in any of the fields, anywhere. But if you judge yourself by comparing yourself to them, that they are excelling, they are getting a lot of things, but you aren't, so they might be getting anything. You are not that guy whoever is getting like this. You are yourself only. As I am Abhimanyu Pratap Singh, so I have my own destiny, I have my own efforts, I have my own past. If I put myself in the shoes of someone else, it is not legitimate. Things will not come true to me if I will be keep comparing myself to others. So first of all, start from small activities. Things won't be changed from small things only. Things won't be changed from the small things only. So as I said, things won't be changed by small things suddenly. Things will start from small things only. But if you expect that things will be changed suddenly, so it is not like this. So first of all, you will have to make yourself understand that the life is full of sacrifices. You will have to build a mentality in yourself, a perception, a mindset in yourself, that if you expect that you will be happy, it is not like that. Just to seek for the satisfaction. As in the previous videos also, I emphasized on the satisfaction, because satisfaction is permanent for us, but happiness is temporary and it comes very rarely. So don't seek for the happiness, seek for the satisfaction only, because satisfaction is the thing whichever is in our hand only. See, those things are in our control. If we will give our best into them, then we will be satisfied by ourselves. But happiness doesn't remain like this. So start from small changes, and it is obvious whenever you will try to progress in your life, it is not mandatory that you will be keep progressing. Things will be obstructing in your life, things will go against your a desires, things might not be in your favor, but still, as you got fallen down, you will have to think by yourself, you will have to sit with yourself for some time and should think by yourself what is correct and what is not. And as you got to know about yourself that yeah, you are getting astray from your journey, immediately stop yourself. From that time only, things actually, I myself experienced certain problems in my life that I used to try to give my 100% in my life, but I used to give in some, go in some of the ways. But once I used to be distracted, then I used to be demoralized. That although I was giving my this much 100%, this much effort, but still I got astray, I got distracted. I'm not getting the results as I expect. And immediately from that time only, I used to be cut from the reality, cut from the right path, whichever is required to follow. And then I used to be distracted. Then after 1 month or 1.5 month or 2 months, then I used to realize again that I am at the wrong path, I am destroying my life. Then again I used to be with me, I used to talk with me, then again I used to work on myself, then again after some time I used to be at the same boat. But right now, if you talk about the condition nowadays, so I get distracted nowadays. Right now, also I go astray. But there is a one good qualities in myself nowadays, that as but not that much. The extent is not that much high. Still, I'm also myself working. See, whenever I record any of the videos, I don't record for myself only. It remains for everyone. So when I go astray, then at that time also I try to control on myself, but the extent is not that much. But still, it exists in my life. It is one of the biggest achievements for me. So whenever I get distracted in my life. Immediately, I talk with myself that right now I got distracted. So I committed one of the mistakes because of some of the past mistakes. Because some of the patterns are made in my character, and those patterns will already come without making any of the endeavors. So because of which, it is obvious to be distracted because this is the human nature. But getting means keeping distracted means keeping yourself to be distracted only, it is not the right solution. The best way is that be distracted, it is human form. But as you got distracted, control from that incident, from that point of time only. Because as you will control at that time, so that the next problem will hit you very hard, may be hitting very hard, but in the in the upcoming problems you will be not be second down. So this is one of the benefits for it. This is the first thing, that try to stop yourself from that time only wherever you are getting distracted. And yeah, just talk with yourself. This is the one of the best melody for your problems. Means whenever you will talk with yourself, means as a lot of problems would be in your life, and you will have to just sit with yourself for 5 minutes, although it is not easy to do so. But still, keep your environment, keep your atmosphere in your favorable, so that things would be in your favor, and you would be getting surrounded by those things, so that you would be getting motivated toward right direction, whichever is the right journey for you. So keep the atmosphere like this. Or it is not easy to do, but still you have to be stubborn. You means you will have to make endeavors by yourself. See, there might be the lack of the resources, there might be lack of the things, there might be lack of the confidence in yourself, there might be the scarcity of everything, but still you will have to survive into those things only. You cannot make any kind of a grievances with anyone. Yeah, you might be complaining for the things, but still, if you will complain, nothing will change. So if you know like this, so what is the significance of doing activities like this? So be a little bit matured. Yeah, if you are in any of the problem, if you are in any of the crisis, so just try to first of all overcome from that crisis. Until you will overcome from this crisis, it doesn't mean that you'll be able to do something in your life. You'll be able to do nothing in your life, because you'll be trapped into the same cycle. So first of all, break the cycle. If you have been trapped into one of the biggest problems, let me give you certain examples for you. You might be addicted for something, you might have been trapped into some of the bad activities, you might have been sexually obsessed with something, and you might have been addicted of the any other person, you might have been addicted of the any of the activities, you might have not been able to leave your phone. Means there can be any kind of a trauma in your life. So first of all, overcome from that challenge. Your goal might be to become best YouTuber. So that is why you might be required with your phone. But first of all, don't think that I want to be YouTuber, that is why I'm using mobile phone. No, if you realize that you are addicted of phone, it means your first priority should be to get rid of from the phone. Once you will be having a control on yourself, then automatically the best ideas will come in your mind. Automatically you will see a kind of a enhancement in your personality, and automatically whenever you will go to the YouTube, you will go to the in front of the camera, automatically things will be enhanced in yourself. So keep the mentality like this. But the problem is that we keep a kind of a fantasies in ourselves that we are doing xyz activities because of this, we are doing this for that, means we keep the excuse in our life for just keep pampering ourselves. But life doesn't work like this. First of all, we will have to keep a control on ourselves. Once we will be having any kind of a control in ourselves, after that only, once we got a kind of a control in ourselves, then only we will be able to enhance ourselves, or we will be able to progress, make ourselves progress in any of the direction. So these are the prerequisites for it. So this is the first thing. Now let's talk about mental health. This is also one of the important topic to discuss. If you talk about the mental health, so in mental health, don't think that things are very complex for you. First of all, just get rid of from everything. Just realize by yourself that if you decided to do any of the xyz activity, and it may not be correct, but you should be keep working on it for certain days. If you realize that it is getting benefited in no ways, immediately quit from that. But if you got any kind of a benefit and you realize that yes, it is correct, but it is very complex and it might give the results later, then be convicted to keep doing that activity, because things can't be changed suddenly. Things don't occur nimbly or rapidly. Things happen gradually. You will have to keep making the efforts in that way. Whenever you'll be keep making the efforts in that way, then only after some time you will see that there is a remarkable change into that direction. But once you will be keep working a little bit in each and every direction, nothing will be changed. All things will be done in a some extent only. So just if you are going in any of the direction, just go into that only, so that things would be deeper into that only. I hope you understand. It is a common thing to understand. Although I understand common sense isn't common, but still, just keep the mentality like this, that once you will work into one direction, so it will benefit you only. Means it will actually, it will make a kind of an impact in your life. People will start identifying you for that only. Because I'm not saying through any theoretical knowledge or any bookish knowledge. I realize this in my own practical life, so that is why I'm just sharing my experience. It might be experience of some days only, but still, for how many days it would be, but still, that was copious to share with you all. Now at the last, I would conclude my video. If you all say to talk with you all for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I'll be keep talking with you all. But the problem is that people would lose the interest into the videos by watching the time spam only. So that is why I'm just about to finish with the video. So at last, I would give the message to you all that things might be much more complex as you had expected before. You might be thinking that things can't be changed from wherever you were standing. You might be about to die within a 1 month, but still, if you can do 0.11% effort and you can change a little bit thing only, it is copious to make that 0.0 that effort for 0.01% thing only. Because ultimately, if we are able to add some percent values in our life, those things will make a remarkable change in our life. But the problem is that people lose the interest, people get demoralized into that because of gradual process. And those things remain positive, they change gradually only. Once there is a fire in your home and your entire home got burnt, it will take hardly some minutes or some hours only. But if you talk about to build that much good home or that much best building, so it takes the entire life, it takes the several generations also to prepare like that. But still, if you talk about the devastation, so it can be done within a some moment only. So if you are having this much maturity that things go like this, so try to just sit by yourself and realize those things. Although we all have the full information with ourselves, you aren't required to watch my video. You are having the full idea. You are the capable of understanding everything. You are the capable of doing all activities which are required to be done by you. But still the problem is that we don't sit by ourselves, because the entire energy is in ourselves only. Once we will hear ourselves and we will close our eyes, and whatever our soul means, whatever our internal soul is saying to ourselves, and then we will realize things will be controlled in our life. But I don't know why don't people work on it, why don't people think about it? Because the problem is that they have been distracted, they have been astray from their journey. So returning from those paths to the righteousness is very complex, because things have been scattered and it rains very hard to do so. But still, don't lose the hope, keep walking in that direction. Yeah, you might have worked for last 10 years, 20 years, but still things might not be in your way. Then also keep walking in that direction. One day you will conquer on all the challenges. Yeah, just trust on my words. Whichever the experience I have for the some time, I'm talking on those experience only. I don't have that much experience, but still, whichever the experience I have, keep working on that. Yeah, things are not easy, things are not easy to do so, but still, don't do the easy things if you think like that. Okay, so at the last, although I am trying to finish this video as soon as possible, but still I'm getting the interest with it. So there is a timing. uh, so on 5th of March I'm coming live on my YouTube channel at 9 a.m. So I'll be live at 9 a.m on 6th of March. So everyone, be ready with your questions, with your all problem, all challenges, with all queries on 5th of March only. On 5th of March 2026 at 900 hours. Okay. So all are required to be present at that time. Whichever the questions, whichever the doubts you all have, I will try to resolve all of the doubts with you all in English only. If you are comfortable in English, try to ask the question in English only. But if you are not that much capable to speak in English, so no worries, speak in Hindi, I will understand it, and then I will respond in Hindi or English as you all want. I will speak in that language only. Although try to speak in English only, because I want to make you all to be enhanced with English. So try to speak in English, and at least if you can't speak, and try to understand in English only, because once I will speak in English, you all will try to understand. If you didn't understand, then try to just understand whatever I'm saying, and then try to use the subtitles, then you all will be able to understand. So try to be with English language also, but it is not mandatory that you also be in English only. We are flexible, we can speak in Hindi also, because it is our mother tongue. So at the last, I would conclude that if you all keep any kind of a challenges in your life, so just do the like and say that, subscribe to my channel, and once you get any kind of a notification, just try to watch my video. You all will get one of the best help from my video only. So at the last, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Radhe Radhe.